Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Arsenal show. Man United podcast meets the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast. So please keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United or Arsenal related. Marcus Rashford responds to criticism he has been receiving. So of course we'll be discussing that. There is the small game, very small game coming up on the weekend also for Manchester United, Manchester Derby, as we travel to the Etihad. As for Arsenal, free scoring Arsenal, big goals everywhere, is another big win on the horizon. Obviously they face Sheffield United on Monday, and they are in the title race, so the Manchester Derby has implications for them. I've never seen so many Arsenal fans and so many Liverpool fans be Manchester United fans for a week, and we was legit just talking about it before we went live on the show. But run up the likes though, hit the like button on the video, make sure you do that, share this across all of the socials as well, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. So again, people, hit that like button, make sure you do so immediately, expeditiously, forthwith, and make sure you share this across all the socials again. That's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, and subscribe. It is road to 10K, but it's not just me here. I am with my guys in the building. TJ Warren is here. Tony is also in the building. Yes, what are you telling me, TJ? You good?
Bro, I am fantastic. Free scoring Arsenal. Yep. But once we leave the problem is once we leave the island, Flawless. That's a problem we have to address. Once we leave the island, we forget how to play football. But right now, in England, we know how to put the ball in the back of the net. I am absolutely stoked for the game this weekend. Both of them, like we were talking about. So obviously, Sheffield United, we should beat them.
Yes, you should beat Sheffield United.
I'm gonna have my eyes on that Manchester Derby this weekend. I'm looking forward to a good weekend of football and hopefully a routine win on Monday. But yeah, man, I'm stoked. I'm high energy tonight. Glad to be here with you, Tony, in the chat. Let's do it.
Big up. Obviously, we got Tony in the building as well. Yes, Tony, what are you saying? You blessed? Is it a delay? Yo, Tony.
Hey, yo.
There
big
we
ups,
go.
Big ups, everyone. Yeah, see ya. Thanks for Yeah, I'm here. I hear me.
Yeah, it was a delay.
See, big ups to everyone who's down here with us. Yeah, Sarcasm TV. Okay, yeah. See, big ups to everyone who's joined us today. Yeah, see, Arsenal, big win last weekend. Yeah, against Newcastle, big win. See, me, TJ. We're gonna be chopping it up today. I'm not saying it's a victory lap, but we'll just do our thing, talk about it, talk about Sheffield United, bring into the fray what Manchester United is facing, with Rashford. We'll talk about it. And definitely, I want to also hear about what Flawless thinks about Arsenal, man. Bruv, we're killing these teams, man. I want to hear what you think about it too, at the end of the day. But big ups to everyone. Smash up the likes, show us some love. And you take it up from there.
Yes, don't worry, people. Yeah, I will obviously give my thoughts on Arsenal as well. But yeah, you lot are definitely doing the business. You lot are beating teams very, very well. Like TJ mentioned it, outside the Champions League, when you just look at the Premier League, when you're scoring 4, 5, 6 goals repeatedly, what can you say? Props to the players, props to Arsenal. You lot are doing the business and surprising everybody. Well, surprising most, including myself. And I expect it to continue. I think you will beat Sheffield United comfortably. If that's not 4 goals minimum, I'd be very, very, very surprised. Have they not lost, I think, 3 in a row at home, 5-0? So yeah. I'd see no reason why Arsenal don't go there and follow suit. And it could be an even bigger win than 5-0. But we'll see. But I hold out no hope for Sheffield United doing anything. Big up to Warrior J.
They're on pace to concede the most goals in a single season in Premier League history.
Jeez. Yeah. You lot are going to put them to the sword. 100%. You're going to put them to the sword.
Bro, they've gone. Sheffield United have gone 12 games with just 2 wins.
Jeez.
And their last win came against Luton. It's a poor team.
Oh yeah, they beat Luton. Yeah.
Bro, I see guys, man. I see a 9-0. I see a 9-0 coming into play. I'm sorry, man. I see a 9-0, man.
9-0.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't want to, twist and turn. I see, man. It's gonna be a blast, man. I can't wait for this weekend. Actually, on Monday, I can't wait for it, man. Like these guys will learn. They're gonna learn. See, yeah, these guys are gonna learn, man. There's no pressure on Arsenal. We're not first. We're not in first position. It's quite different from last season when we had pressure on our back last season. At the top 258 days, the pressure is there. The pressure is real. There's a big time league. But now the pressure isn't really there per se. I think that's a very, very big difference that people don't really understand or put that into the conversation right now.
I think the pressure is different, but the pressure's there.
Pressure,
Yeah, the pressure's different, but it's there. But it's different. Yeah, it is different. Big up to Warrior. Says big up Flawless TJ.
Yeah, but of course, you can't compare it. You can't compare it to the pressure of last season. You can't compare it to the pressure of last season.
Yeah, it's different.
Last season, 258 days. The pressure is real. We literally broke under that pressure. So this one is quite different, man. Let them do their thing. Under 6 games, then we can just, roll up from there. But let's see.
But big up to Warrior J. I see you. Big up Jade. He put some information in regards to Rashford comments that we'll speak about. Thomas Partey news that I didn't know about. Big up to Junaid. Big up to AJB as well, who says big up Flawless TJ Tony in the community. He's been a member of the channel for a month. Hey, salute to you. If you want to join the membership, link is in the pinned comment. Big up to Ed. Good to see you in the chat. Gang. Chat Sport. Sheik in the chat as well. My Don. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV. Make sure you subscribe to Vega Games TV as well. He says, I'm here to listen. Large up Flawless and the crew, TJ and Tony. Big up to Vale. You can catch it every Tuesday on the Manchester United, Manchester City show. Ed says here, Rashford needs to sack his PR team because they're doing everything in their power to put PSG off signing him. Marcus needs to do his talking on the pitch. I hear you, Ed, and he's been a member of the channel for 3 months. Dapper Traps says, I'm a Liverpool fan, but let's be real, Arsenal are going to absolutely destroy Sheffield at least 4 goals. Yeah, I think everybody's in agreement. I do not see an upset whatsoever. That's why I'm not even doing a watch along for it. I'm like, yeah, no point whatsoever. No point. Hey, big up King as well. But yeah, we'll start with the Rashford comments. We will start with the Rashford comments. It was a long interview, so we're not going to go through all the comments, but just the main talking points, or a couple of the main talking points. I said, so Rashford saying here, listen, I'm not a perfect person. When I make a mistake, I'll be the first one to put my hand up and say that I need to do better. But if you ever question my commitment to Manchester United, that's when I have to speak up. Let me pull up the rest of the comments as well. But in regards to this, before I pull up the rest of his comments, I do agree with you, Edits. Talking on the pitch, the reason why you are being criticized off the pitch and your commitment is being questioned is because how you look on the pitch, because how you performed on the pitch, because of, and I'm not one who talks about body language all the time, but you genuinely, I've said this about Rashford, you genuinely look unhappy. You genuinely look like you don't want to be out there. And then there's multiple clips from multiple games of you not closing down, not pressing, like just being... It's like we're playing with 10 men at times. So all the criticism you receive, even though some of it is over the top, guess what? You're playing for Manchester United and you're the number 10 for Manchester United and you're on big money. Of course, when criticism comes your way, it's going to be over the top, because some of it will be over the top because people are emotionally invested in the football club. But it's on you. You're the one who started that fire in regards to being. That's why people are questioning your commitment. Do you want to be here? You're saying you want to be here, but when I look at your performances, it don't look like you want to be here. It looks like you want to be everywhere else bar being on that football pitch. And again, I'm not talking about performing well, because performances will go up and down. That will happen. But the same way we talk about there's a way to lose football matches, there's a way to, if you're not performing well, you're still doing the basics. I talk about this day in, day out, every day that ends in Y on this channel about Manchester United not doing the basics and the players not doing the basics. And when you are not doing the basics, which you don't have to be, you can put us 3 out on there and we can do the basics. Press, you know what I'm saying? Control the ball, pass 5 yards, make runs. We're not asking for him to get 25, 30, 35, 40 goals. I'm not asking for every hat trick every single game. I'm not asking for assists. I'm not asking for 10 out of 10s every single game. Man's asking for the bare minimum. I'm asking a professional athlete to run. And this is where we're at. So the criticism you receive is on you. That's how I'm looking at it. And I agree with you, Ed. Even though I understand why he is frustrated to an extent, because some of the criticism will be over the top. You have to look at you. This is self-reflection. People are questioning your commitment solely because of one man, Marcus Rashford. It's nothing to do with no mainstream media. It's nothing to do with your teammates. It's nothing to do with any off-the-field issues. It's nothing to do with content creators. It's nothing to do with social media. So if people are questioning your, hey, actions speak louder than words is one of the oldest sayings and one of the truest statements. That's why I don't pay attention to what people say. I pay attention to how they act. Don't tell me you love me. I don't need to hear that. Your how you treat me will show me that. You know what I'm saying? My big sister's never told me she loves me, but the actions show that. I'm practically her first child. Practically, basically. This is why she's such a good mom to my niece. This is what I figured out. I was like, oh shit, I'm just my niece, just older. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Like legit. Like it's actions, like for real. That's second mom, 100%. She ain't never told me shit about actions. And it goes to that with a football, on a football pitch. Deliver. TJ, your thoughts on it? I'll go to you first.
No, I completely agree with everything that you're saying. I mean, in the Manchester United PR freaking circus, Ferris wheel goes round and round and round, man. It's you can't go 2 or 3 months without some sort of player drama. It's absolutely ridiculous. But you summed it up really, really well. And the only way I can kind of give my thoughts on this is your actions absolutely speak louder than words. No. The word that I would say that would really help Marcus Rashford out is self-awareness. Self-awareness. Yeah, you can do all the charities in the world and big him up for all that he does for the community, big him up for all that he does to expand his brand. Like, obviously, as a footballer, that's really, really important. Go out there, make your bag, do what you got to do. But if you're not delivering on the pitch and you're walking around the pitch with your head down, how are you not going to get criticized? If you're not performing, how are you not going to get criticized? Right? So the fact that he has to come out and defend his dedication to Manchester United, man, this is on you. The difference between this and the Sancho situation is Ten Hag isn't coming out and saying anything about Rashford. Yeah. So this is all on him, man. So he needs to be a little bit more self-aware. Like you said, do the basics, pick his head up, and act like he gives a shit. Because the way that he's playing doesn't say that. So yeah, those are really my only thoughts on it, man. And look, as a player, I am a fan of Marcus Rashford. Watching that guy play when he is absolutely balling is a treat. But what we've seen this season ain't it. You know, we saw a glimpse against Arsenal. Other than that, what have we seen? Right? So yeah, man, I hope for his sake he picks it up. He finds some self-awareness and you can move on.
What are you saying, Tony? Thoughts on what Rashford said? I'm actually trying to find more of the quotes as well, because obviously there was more than what Warrior J put in the chat. But yeah, your thoughts, Tony.
Yeah. See, this Rashford thing, it's a very difficult pill to swallow if you're a Manchester United fan. Last season, Rashford scored 17 goals. I've said this on some other streams. This guy scored 17 goals with a couple of assists last season. I'm not saying he's a 25, 30 goal scorer or something like that. He'll give you the barest minimum. I think that's what we expect from someone like him, right? With what he's given to Manchester United, you expect him to get to that level. But see, it turns into something different when this guy is only having 5 goals in about 32 games this season. Man, he scored 17 goals. Your talk right now should be on the pitch. I clearly agree with you and TJ on this one, Your talk should clearly be on the pitch. TJ, I also agree with you talking about, he should sack his PR managers or his agency, running that stuff for him, man. Like, what are you doing? You're in the midst of, a serious takeover in your football club. Yeah. You claim you love the club. You know there are going to be changes coming up to this football club, whether we like it or not. Money is going to be pumped into the football club. More players are going to come in, probably during the summer. And right now, and if you claim you love this football club, you wouldn't be doing any PR stunts right now. You would be on the pitch doing the talking. You would be preparing for that next game against Manchester City, thinking of doing a Macarena on the field at the Etihad. You should be thinking of doing the Macarena. Yeah? How about
Macarena.
But
don't break out the Macarena, Rashford. Don't do
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. He got to do the Macarena. But see,
don't do. Pull out better dance moves than the Macarena, man. Do the moonwalk or something. You know what I'm saying? You can Dougie. You know what I'm saying? You can really rock
let's
anything.
Is
Do
it
the
90,
money dance.
1997 again? What happened?
Yeah, man. We just went back to the 90s, man. I said the Macarena, you know. You know what I'm saying?
He should be doing the Macarena. He should be doing
said
the
the
Macarena on
Macarena.
Sunday. But
I'm not
but
trying to
see,
see
let's
that.
take that away from
If
him.
he does the Macarena, chop the goalie.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. But mate, see, look at one of the quotes. Yeah, this was what got me down there. He said, I think because it was coming from this is where it started from. I think some of it goes back to the pandemic. I was just trying to use my voice to share that kids weren't going hungry, to make sure that kids weren't going hungry, because I know exactly how it feels. For some reason, that seemed to turn or rub some people off. Now, see, yeah, you talking to the media, yeah. You've been, trying to help the community, help the kids. I see you. I hear that. But again, you're a footballer. That's your job. Like, what comes?
Broke up for you. Hey, Tony,
Yeah,
repeat
What
that. You're
people
breaking up.
get, the
Hey,
first thing they
Tony,
hear your name
you're breaking up.
is
Say that again.
Rashford.
Say that again.
Most of these people.
I think he's on a delay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say that again. You broke up a little
I
bit.
said,
That's all.
most people. Yeah, sure. See, most people won't see Rashford, the humanitarian. Yeah, when his name comes up, in anything about football, people would know it's more about football, it's more about Manchester United. That's where they go to. They're not looking at him as a humanitarian, they're not looking at him as a party goer, no, or as a reality show. No one cares about all that. What they care about is Rashford, the footballer. And right now, he's not really, putting his money where his mouth is. See, that guy's raking in 350. Yeah, I think Sheikh put that down there in the chart. Shout out to Sheikh down there. But see that 350, K per week. See, guys, that's huge, man. And with 350K per week, you should be giving me nothing less than 25, 30 goals in a season. Come on, man. How much is Haaland being paid? Mo, I'm sorry, man. Rashford, man, do your talking on the pitch. I'm sorry, man. And for him to even reply this statement, man, what is it with players these days? Yeah, is it a Gen Z kind of thing with players kind of opening their mouths in the media these days? Just the other day, Zinchenko opening his mouth to a Manchester United legend, just waffling about, the other day it was who else was TJ? Who else was talking to all these legends to Ian Wright?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
Ramsdale, right?
Oh, you talking about Ramsdale?
Ramsdale was talking to
Ian
Ian Wright.
Mm-hmm.
That he can't concentrate on a game for 90 minutes. But
that was a couple of months ago.
What is this urge with these players, of this age? Yeah, exactly. Of this age, talking, replying to the media. Keep everything out of the media. Focus on football. That's why Ramsdale can't even get into the team, because he opened his mouth in the first place. Zinchenko, his place is at stake right now. He can't defend. He said he can't defend. You're talking to the media. Yeah, of course, you get those media criticisms, but just keep your mouth shut. Focus, play, and let's see you, put your money where your mouth is, on the pitch. And this is where Rashford is getting it wrong. Replying all this, all this media stunts, those guys just want to make money, and he's just walked straight right into their trap. This was a carefully made and carefully orchestrated trap by the media, And you know what? That reply he sent in a day ago, man. He just walked in to that trap of the media. See, they're gonna roast him. Every single day every single weekend he doesn't score a goal. They're gonna call him out. He's gonna be ripped to shreds all over the papers. Because you're a footballer. That's why they're paying you 350. Shut up, play football, and just do your thing, man.
Well, Tony, I think there's a lot of learning that has to happen too, though. Like these guys, we gotta remember that these guys are kids, man. And maybe it's just me because I'm old, like I'm 35 years old, and I've learned, Flawless. You know how much stupid shit I said when I was 22?
Yeah, we did, but Rashford's older than that. I understand. Judge, trust me. I still say stupid stuff now. Never
I know,
mind when I
no,
was
I'm
younger.
35. I still say stupid stuff now
Yeah.
too. But I'm just saying, man, I just think it comes with experience too. I think there's a lot of things that these guys got to learn too. I mean, if I'm getting thrown, dude, if I had a bunch of cameras in my face, a bunch of microphones thrown in my face, I'm not giving him totally the benefit of the doubt here. Obviously, I still think he needs to pick up his play and straighten his back out a little bit, walk a little bit taller. But at the same time, God, I still say stupid shit, and I'm 35.
Yeah,
so
I think
it's all a learning thing too.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It's more so because he's a professional footballer at Manchester United. Why say anything?
Yeah.
To me, I look at it and go, what is the benefit? Does this benefit you, the team, in any way, shape, or fashion? To me, this don't benefit. This now just adds even more pressure. This now adds more attention to your poor form, which you didn't need to be, which you didn't need. Last thing you needed was more eyeballs on you. You're at Manchester United as it is, so you're already going to get analyzed and critiqued 25A, as I've said before. So now all it is now is you've increased it. Now we're looking at your game even further, like especially before a Manchester derby. To me, players just need to don't say anything. Don't say anything. If you're guess what shuts up 99.9% of critics? Good performances. If he now performs from March all the way up until the end of the season, he's going to get praised. The fans are going to praise him, and rival fans are going to praise him, and the media is going to praise him, both mainstream and content creators as well. It's all about form. All of this extra stuff because you're not performing. That's what I look at. It's just extra. Don't mean anything because even I'm looking at it now. This is further what he said. I can't accept. I can't accept some things in the media. I grew up here at Manchester United. I've played for this club since I was a boy. My family turned out life-changing money when I was a kid, so I could wear this badge. He went on to say, "I promise you, the world has not seen the best of this squad and these players. Sure, we want to be back to be playing in the Champions League. We will be back where we belong. If you back me, good. If you doubt me, even better." It's like,
there you go.
Self-reflection. If you doubt, I doubt you 100%, like most people do, because look at your performances. So, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Use it as he's saying here. He's using it as motivation. All right, cool. We'll see. And the squad being back to where it was belong, where we was in the Champions League, and you embarrassed us. And we forgetting about that. We was in the Champions League this season, and we won't be there next season. Go on, Tom.
Oh, you were? I forgot.
But flawless, yeah. Everything in that statement he made here was everything apart from being on the pitch, what's happening on the pitch. Like he went round talking about every other thing apart from the thing that really means a lot to all of us who are down here. Yeah, but maybe not for me. I'm an Arsenal fan, but of course, if you're a fan of football, he said everything, yeah, apart from what he's doing on the pitch. And it doesn't sit down well with me. When you're playing or when you're donning that Manchester United badge, the pressure is going to be there. There's no question about that. The pressure is always going to be there. TJ, you said he's a kid. TJ, that guy's not a kid. He's 26-year-old, man. I
didn't realize he was that old, man. I stand corrected.
That's a part of the mirage. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole mirage, man. Exactly. He's still young. Nah, he's grown, man. He's grown.
Jeez.
I don't get it. He's not a kid. He's not a kid. He's a grown man.
You're right.
He's a grown man. He's a grown man. He's a grown man doing grown man thing. Come on, man. He's a grown man. Yeah. And it gets to a certain level, yeah. And when you play to a certain level of professionalism, you have to take responsibility. You have to take accountability for what you do, both off the pitch and on the pitch. And on the pitch, he's not doing what's right now. I expect that kind of talk from someone like Quante or Conor Bradley, but you won't see them because they're more professional. You don't see them talking to the media. Of course, maybe as time goes on, something will come up, but those are the kind of people you expect this kind of talk from. You don't expect it from people like Rashford. He's 26, he's a grown man, suck it up, walk up your socks and play. Of course, I do know that it's over the top, but with the media criticism, there's some things here that's just over the top. Yeah. And of course, we all know how, black players are being, this media, they take it a little bit more extra. I hear that. But again, man, Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. Rashford, 350K per week for 5 goals this season. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. If you need to put some accountability and responsibility spin on it, I'm sorry, man. You failed this season, and you scored 17 goals last season. You need to be doing more, man. You need to be doing more. I'm sorry, bro.
And that's it. Like in regards to it. That's why, yeah, it all sounds great what he's saying about, oh, if you doubt, if you believe in me, better. I mean, if you believe in me, good. If you doubt me, even better. Like, okay, we'll see. Now we're watching your performances even more closely. Or if we want to get this team back to where it belongs, okay, then we gonna see. Because so far this season, you know, I've been awful. I'm saying even recent results aside, even this run where we've won 6 out of our last 7, the performances have been awful and just abject all season long. So yeah, including the Champions League exit, which I mentioned. But again, I say players concentrate on the pitch. Say this all the time. Don't be worrying about criticism off the pitch. You need to focus on play better, and people are gonna shut up. You giving them the ammunition, and then you giving them the ammunition, and then don't understand why you're being shot at. But you giving them the weaponry. All right. Big up to Cam for the super chat. He says Trashford. That's it. Big up to my don Cam every single time. This guy a joke, man.
Shout out Cam, real one out there. Big ups, Cam.
Before we continue, though, people, there's over 45 people watching. Let's run up the likes, people. Hit the like button on the video. Like check 1212. Hit the like button. Please make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Road to 10K, people. Keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United or Arsenal related. Make sure you subscribe to TJ's channel. Make sure you subscribe to Tony's channel. Links are both in the title. So you click the links in the title and it will open up new tabs, and you can go subscribe to their channels as well. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Neutral football fans this evening. All I do think Rashford would find his form again away from the weight of the United shirt. Still a player in him. Just United, not the environment for him. He's not a leader or someone to carry. The thing is, neutral football fan, I genuinely don't think he is a bad player. I just think his time is done at Manchester United because the consistency that is expected is ridiculous here. Like, you are critiqued even when the team is winning and playing well. Like, it's always you can do better. If you are not competing and challenging for top honors, whether the team's good enough or not, then people are looking because it's Manchester United number 1, and 2 because of the amount of money that is spent. So that's how it is. But I've said it, man. Yeah, it's time. Like, I'm time for him to be moved on. Yeah, I seen what you posted, Warrior J. I did see that as well. There was something else I wanted to get to though before we continue. Wait, where is it? Hey, big up to you. Burger 1985 says Mank Blue here, just making a comment for engagement purposes, as despite Flawless being a red, I do quite like him and he deserves more coverage. All the best for the channel, but not your club. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words, man. And same to you. All the best for you, but not your club. But salute to you, Burger, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. I love comments like that. Real one, man. For real, for real. That being said, where we at? Yeah, go on, Tony. Go on.
Yeah, Flawless. Yeah. See, I was waiting for you to call this guy's name. Yeah, but you didn't call it. And I've also, in relation to this Rashford matter. Yeah, I'm surprised that people haven't linked it with Eric Ten Hag's style and way of playing. I know you've called Eric Ten Hag out, many times about why and how he has switched his gameplay from last season. But I really do think that Rashford's form has been, as a result of that problematic tactical switch from Eric Ten Hag this season. And no one is actually relating his, his poor game showing this season, in relation with Eric Ten Hag's changing in tactics this season. And I think Eric Ten Hag should be called upon when we're talking about who to blame, about Rashford's inefficacy this season. I don't know. What do you think?
In regards to Rashford's form, yes, because if Rashford's playing well like he was last season and getting goals and assists, then we're giving Ten Hag the credit. The reason why I didn't mention Ten Hag in regards to Rashford's comments, because that's nothing to do with Ten Hag. Like, I don't think Ten Hag sat Rashford down and said, go and make these comments. I don't think he's done that. So that's like, Rashford's grown. That's on you. You're 26 years old. You make your own decision now. Ten Hag, after this, should be telling all of his players, Don't speak to the media. This don't help us. We don't need this. This doesn't help you. It doesn't help me. And we're all in this together. It doesn't help us. I say this all the time. Rashford doing what he's doing, yeah, he's maybe frustrated, but again, it starts with you. So with Ten Hag, it's like I criticize Ten Hag for a hell of a lot, but I don't criticize him for this. No. That's not on him. Now, Rashford's form, yes, you can look at like on the pitch, like the entire team. That's why I critique Ten Hag every single week and how we set up. Because
that's what I'm saying. He's responsible for Rashford's form.
Oh yeah. Of course, to an extent, without doubt, and that's why I want this manager gone, 100%. Like without doubt, because as bad as these players are, I don't think they're as bad as they're showing. They're better than this. Where much, and I seen that last year. I'm not expecting you to be exactly like last year, but it shouldn't have fallen off a cliff the way we have from the first season to the second season. It's not even a small drop off. It's not even a major drop off. It's like a completely different team. And the fact is, the vast majority of the same players are there. On paper, you have even better. I've said this before. On paper, it's better. You have more talent and you have more investment and more of the players you wanted, but we perform worse. That makes sense. That makes no sense. So you had tools to do a job and you did a very good job. Then you get better tools and tools you needed to do the same job again and you do a much worse job. Something's off. But again, panicking, that's what it is. Pressure. Like I was talking about Rashford, Ten Hag's the same. Because I think Ten Hag is actually a good manager. I just don't think he's a good manager and cut out for this level. There's levels to this. And some managers are elite tier, some are first tier, second tier, third tier. That's not him. And we've seen other managers like the same way Emery failed. Do I think Emery's a good manager? Yes. Is he good enough for where Manchester United or Arsenal trying to go to? In my opinion, no. He ain't going to win you a Premier League or Champions League. But hey, Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup, or domestic cup in whatever country. Absolutely. Conference League, he's your guy. Same way we've watched Ten Hag. If Ten Hag goes back to Ajax or he goes elsewhere, I think he will be successful to an extent. Do I see him going to win a domestic league and a Champions League? No. But could I see him going to, well, he's won leagues in Holland. He won a Carabao Cup over here. I could see him winning domestic cups. I can see that. And it's just levels to it. That's all it is. So people get it confused when they hear me say, oh, he's a bad manager in regards to where Manchester United are trying to go to. Because we are looking for the top 1% of the top 1% of managers. And that's a small pool. Look how many managers have won the Premier League in our lifetimes. Is it not like 5 or 6? That goes to show. And look how many have managed here. You know what I'm saying? Is it 5 or 6 out of what? 150?
Sure. Yeah.
200?
Yeah.
Like, there's levels to this type of thing. Like, look at the ratio. That tells you all you need to know. And even some of them have won. How many managers have won it more than once? You're talking Fergie, Mourinho, Wenger, Pep. Am I missing anybody? I think that's it.
I think that's it.
There's been 4 managers in the history of the Premier League in 30 plus years. Did Ancelotti win it twice or once?
I thought it was only once.
Ancelotti won it. It won it once.
Yeah, that's my point. I can't remember if he won it once or twice. Was it just the once? So this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So 4 managers in the history of the Premier League have won the competition more than once. That goes to show how tough that is. And we've great Ancelotti's, your Klopps, other great managers who have been here. So that's what Manchester United are looking for. And that's even tougher to find than players. But people are going people going to still back this manager for whatever reason. I have no idea. To Beezy who says, why does this happen with every manager we have though? Because there's levels to this, like I was just talking about. We are looking for the top 1% of the top 1%. You know, needle in a haystack settings is worse than that. We are looking for winning the lottery. We are looking you guys.
And here's the thing. I think it's so funny this coming from a Manchester United fan. You guys had the guy that set the bar for years and years and years. Oh, now you're crying. Oh, why don't we have a manager? You hit the lottery already. You literally have the best manager to ever manage in the Premier League ever, and I don't think anybody even comes close or will come close.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like you said,
that still has a long way to go.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's lottery ticket settings. When we talk about the best managers ever in the Premier League era, if we go from the start all the way up until now, we'll use Pep because he's the most recent and here. That's not normal. Managing at the level, this is me saying this as a Manchester United fan, the level that Pep is managing at is not normal. You're not just going to find that anywhere. It's having the winning lottery ticket. Same way with Sir Alex Ferguson. Same way with a Wenger. Same way with an Ancelotti. Same way with prime Jose Mourinho. these are special talents, gifted. There's a difference between being talented and being gifted. And the managers we are talking about were gifted in their field. Same way there's a few footballers who are actually gifted. And that's what you're looking for. It's very, very tough to find. So that's why it keeps happening, because the level of expectation is different here. And it's very, very, very tough to succeed at Manchester United. And most managers won't. Even in the history of all the success Manchester United have had from the start, from when Manchester United were founded all the way up until now, there's more managers who have failed than succeeded. Same with Arsenal. Liverpool, who have won the most trophies, I believe, now in England. They've had more managers who have failed there than succeeded in their history. There's a reason for that. Same way with Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? If you look at their successful period, like under Wenger before, like look at after Wenger. And they've had good managers, don't get it mistaken. But finding that another Wenger is tough. That's extremely tough. That's not normal, the level he was operating at, and being able to go and tap into a market he was able to tap into at that time.
Yep.
And changing the way they played and things like that. Like, no. And also we had some very, very special players as well. He had, to me, probably the best player we've ever seen in the Premier League in Thierry Henry. That's not normal, people.
No.
You're not just going to go find another Thierry Henry. You just don't go get another Patrick Vieira. So I think that's why it happens. That's why when people say, oh, we can't keep sacking managers. Yes, we can. Because that's what we've done in our history. And it's worked. And I use the relationship analogy all the time. If you're in a relationship with a girl and it's not working, you are not going to stay with her just because you have no one else. And then when you leave her and then you go get another girl, it may not work with her either. You don't say, all right, let me go back to my ex. No, you find another one. And so forth and so forth. Oh, well, we should just stay because it's the unknown. Nonsense. But hey, we move.
I was just gonna ask you guys, Tony, real quick. I was gonna ask you guys, do you think like teams in the Big Six, like I feel like they underestimate the amount that stars have to align to win a league. You know what I mean? To be that dynasty that Man City is and that Manchester United were. Like, you don't see that in sports. Period. You don't see, like, I really do think that, yeah, of course, branding has something to do with it. But for the stars to align the way they did at Man United, and for the way that they are at Man City, is not common. This is not common. And I feel like people lose sight of that. Myself being an Arsenal fan, having the expectation to win the league. Yeah, of course, because I want to win the league. That's who I want. That's who I am as a fan. That's my expectation. I've seen my team do it before. But the amount of things that have to go right, and we saw this last season, the amount of things that have to go right, and then one thing to go wrong to ruin it all. Yeah. Like, people lose that perspective. They really do.
They do. Like, it is, they really do. Like, it is extremely tough and can be extremely tough to live up to that, and stars aligning and things of that nature. Yeah. And if you're blessed enough to have seen your team be successful, enjoy it, people.
Yes.
Because football goes in cycles, and Manchester United will be back at some point.
I agree.
When it is, I don't know. It could be next year, it could be 5 years from now, it could be 10 years, it could be 20, 30, 40 years. That's why when people say, oh, this is the worst period Manchester United have ever had. Shut up and do your history. Shut up and just do your Googles. You know what I'm saying? Please talk to some elders. Like, relax. Yep, like, people be going way over the board and that. Or is this the worst history? Is this no? Manchester United have gone longer without an English league title. Manchester United have also gone longer without a European Cup. Manchester United have been relegated, ladies and gentlemen. If for those that don't know, all you have to do is go check your Googles. So to say, oh, this is the worst. No, it just feels that way because everybody got an opinion on it. And you're hearing opinions 24/7 via social media. Now there's the content creator space. So it's not just mainstream media you're hearing from. You're now hearing from us three. You're hearing from multiple other people. And you're hearing from people on TV, hearing from people in radio, and still in your workplace or in university or school or wherever you socialize people. That's what it is. Like, but it's never that bad. United will be back. When it is, I don't know. I'm frustrated as anyone as a Manchester United fan. I'd love to say, yeah, it's going to be next year. It might be 30 years from now. We might not win a league title until 30 years from now. Maybe. It could be 10 years from now. Who knows? Yeah, go on, Tony.
Yep. No, I just wanted to call to light what you said, if I heard right, about you having a history of changing managers. Do you have that history? Let me what you said right.
Yeah.
Can you say what you said again?
Yeah. I'm talking
I
about
want
when
to
people
get that
say
point right.
that's cool. When people say sacking Manchester United is not the Manchester United way, nonsense. Because how did we get to Sir Alex Ferguson? So after Sir Matt Busby, up until Sir Alex Ferguson, I'm gonna do the Wikipedia to see what did we do during that period of time. Did Ron Atkinson not get sacked for Fergie to get the job? Was the manager before Ron Atkinson not sacked? And so forth and so forth. I'm not sure how many managers it was. I think it was 4 or 5. I'm going to double check. So this whole thing about it's not the Manchester United way. It's everybody's way because we've all sacked managers. What club has had the same manager for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? It don't exist. It don't exist. It's a myth. So when people say, "Oh, it's not the Manchester United way,"
the reason why,
go on.
Yeah, the reason why I wanted to clarify that, is because I wanted to just know, what are the parameters right now, that we're using to actually adjudge a manager in order to build a project, bring in his own players, and get the boys playing to a certain level where, under a short period of time, you can be able to say, hey, this is where we're heading to with this particular manager with a certain style, and we think we can win trophies, but it has to take so amount of years. How many years do you give a manager in this Gen Z period? In order to manage, build a team, bring his own players, get them playing a certain style of football, and get you to win a trophy. Even if the trophy doesn't come in the first maybe 2-3 seasons, but how many years is more, is more kind of like okay enough to say, hey, we'll give this manager this particular time, because Arteta has been there at TJ for how many years now? This is 5th season, right?
We're coming up, coming up on 5.
In its 4th season, he got us in, 5. Yeah, this is 5th season. Yeah, good. He spent 5 years, and he'll be spending 5 years in that Arsenal dugout. But again, throw that all away. In its 4th season, he started challenging for a title. Yeah, bottle jobs. I totally get that. But it was in its 4th season. Have you given Ten Hag that amount of time to actually bring in his own players, do what he has to do in 4 seasons to be able to say, hey, he's going to win us a title in so time? Have you seen enough flawless to say that this manager is going to win you trophies before making that decision that you want him out?
Yeah, of course, you know me well enough to know this. I got a question for you before I answer though. You mentioned there 4 years. Why does he get 4 years?
I think because he won that FA Cup, so it gave him a little bit of leverage to, okay, good.
Carabao
you won
Cup.
the FA Cup. Okay, we think, okay, you
Carabao.
can do this.
It was Carabao.
I'm talking
about Arteta.
Right. Okay. So so to answer your question in regards to it, this is kind of like when we try and define and we'll debate like what's a world-class player. Everybody's metrics different. So what I want from a manager may be different to you, Tony. And then what you want from a manager, Tony, will be different to TJ. And all 3 of us can sit here and debate what we think, what we would like our manager to do. So for me, with Ten Hag, what I look for in any manager is not Ten Hag. One is consistency. So I need to see a consistent style of play. Forget what the style is. Is there a consistent pattern? Can I turn around and pick out a player and say, oh, such and such would fit what we are trying to do? Such and such is a Manchester United player. How come I can look at, I always use these as an example. I always use this team and this manager as an example to show it's not about spending money. It's not about quality. Everton, who are mid-table to lower table team, I can pick out an Everton player and a Sean Dyche player. I know exactly how Everton are going to set up. I know exactly what they're going to do. And then to go back to the top of the league, I can pick out a Pep Manchester City player. I can pick out a Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool player. To bring it back to the show, I can pick out an Arteta player. So that's just one. There's many things I look for, but one of the things I look for, like I said, is a clear style. Secondly, then I look for effectiveness of said style. Because you can have a style, but if it's rubbish and it's not getting us nowhere, I'm not with it. Van Gaal had a great style. Van Gaal had a great possession, but it was just possession for possession's sake.
Definitely.
The amount of nil-nils that we had. So in terms of a style and consistency, I also look for progress. Are we progressing forward? And it's not to go from 6 to a league title. Take us from 6 to becoming one of the 4 best teams just in the league again. That's what it is. That's the basis where Manchester do that. Like I talk about the team, players and the team. That's what I want from the manager. Do the basics. You spend enough and have enough resources as Manchester United manager to make us comfortably one of the 4 best teams in the league. None of this top 4 race nonsense. That is bare minimum. That is mandatory that Manchester United should be one of the 4 best. Because even when Sir Alex Ferguson didn't have his best teams and other teams were better than us, and you could see that we hadn't really bought well and we got signings wrong, we were still comfortably. He never finished below 3rd. He was never in no top 4 race. We was comfortably in the top 4. So I look for style of it. I look for a clear style. I look for consistency and I look for progress. Then I also look for consistency in performances. I also look for consistency in results. That's the bare minimum. That's the basics. If I see the basics, then we have a great platform to build from. But under 10, and that's why I backed Ten Hag so heavily last season, because I seen that in abundance. We were going into games last season. There was not one game I genuinely didn't think we could win that last season. Even when we went 1-0 down. We went 1-0 down in games, and I'm sat here on watch along saying, oh, yeah, we got this. Even if it's a better team. We playing City at home at that point. Bear in mind, who was injured? Martinez was injured. So, and he played, it was Shaw and Varane as centre-backs. And I'm sat here saying, yeah, I'm confident going into this game. I'm confident going into every game. The prime example of that is the Barcelona game, both. Because Barcelona at that time were flying, I believe. People talking about, oh, you underestimating Barcelona, this, that, and the third. I said, I don't rate Barcelona like that. I think we're a better side. And the away game, we drew 2-2, and they was lucky it was 2-2. Then, ironically, they went 1-0 up at halftime. All them people disappeared from the chat now, but people was on my case in the chat. See, I told you, you lot were gonna get beat, and I was shooting back saying, we got this. We got this comfortably. We gonna beat these man, and we beat these man, and then it was crickets from the chat. So that's what I'm looking for from the manager. Instill confidence, and it is selfish in me in regards to the team. Do I believe in you? Do I believe you can go and then on top of that, that's when you look for progress in regards to the smaller trophies. So your Carabao Cups, your FA Cups, if you're in the Conference League or Europa League. And then I look at how do you manage against the bigger and better teams, the Cities, the Liverpools, the Arsenals? How do you manage in big games, etc.? What are you liking? Are you adaptable as well? So that's what, and he's not showing any of this. I'm watching him crumble under the pressure. I legit believe I could do the same job as him. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, once it gets to the point where it's like, right, I could manage, I could do what you do. Like, so that's why I got no time for Ten Hag. But okay. And big up to Steve.
I get that. It's just that Arteta came. It's just that Arteta came 8th twice. Yeah, I think got us to 5th in the 3rd season. Yeah, and then started challenging for titles last season. Yeah, so some people are actually saying on Twitter, at least some Manchester United fans I've been seeing, they've been telling me, hey man, see, Arteta came 8th twice. Got 5th. Eric Ten Hag didn't do that last season. He won us a trophy, took us to the Champions League, and that's good. So why is it that this season everyone is just bailing out on him? There'll be rocky times when you're a manager. This is what my friends, some of my Manchester United friends are telling me.
Let me ask you a question.
Again,
have you watched this, Tony?
He got time to build, and right now he's challenging for trophies. Has that same time been given to Eric Ten Hag? That's all I'm saying.
Tony, have you watched this? Have you watched this season? Have you watched Manchester United this season? Do you think we played? Sure. Okay. Do you think we've played well?
Yeah, sure. No style of play. I get that.
No. Forget style of play. Do you think we've played well
at all?
Have you seen progress?
No.
Okay. Has any individual had a great season this season? Has any individual at Manchester United had a great season this season, in your opinion?
McTominay. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Maybe. But come on, man. McTominay is looking good.
This is my point.
I was
come on, man.
Because you know what it is, Tony.
You have to.
Because Tony, you know what it is.
Garnacho's look good. Garnacho has
When?
looked good this season.
When was this?
I won't lie.
Garnacho's look good, who scored the same amount of goals as Rashford, who you was
Sure,
just criticizing at the
sure.
start of the show. You know, him and Rashford have scored the same goals.
No, but I don't think he has played badly this season. Like awful. I think he's been decent.
He's been average. Yeah, he's been
maybe
average.
not
When was
outstanding.
average?
But it's been average. Yeah, it's been average. Yeah.
So when's average been good enough for Manchester United? Does he get paid an average wage? I'm asking you, is Garnacho on average money?
Okay.
Is there average expectations?
No. I feel you, man.
That's my point. Is has Ten? I'm gonna go one further. Ten Hag has he performed to a good standard this season? No, he's performed to a pause, but he's paid very, very well. You're not paid an average wage. You're not doing anything. What's the positives? What's he done well this season for you, Tony? You're talking about giving him time. What has Ten Hag done well for you this season?
I didn't say it. See, why do you guys like criticizing the radio guy? I was telling you what my friends were telling me. It's not my opinion. I think you should sack Eric Ten Hag.
Absolutely.
Why do you guys have to criticize the radio guy out here, man?
One, you're not the radio guy.
Man,
don't try that.
I want you to sack your manager. Of course, I do.
Yeah. So, no. It's because you said
I'm not the bad guy here, man. I'm not the bad guy here.
You're playing devil's advocate, and it's cool. So I'm responding because you are playing devil's advocate. Because you said, why not give him time? So I'm giving you reasoning as to why not to give him time. Because time is earned. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no expectation of time. Like, that's what it is. At Manchester United, I'm not waiting around. What? I'm not waiting. Am I in a relationship and my gal got fat and I'm waiting for her to lose weight? What's going on? What means wait? I'm not waiting around for Ten Hag to get right. Like, what are we doing here?
These guys are big Man United. Like the people that are still bigging up Ten Hag, man. Like, look, the only reason I haven't absolutely lost my mind about Mikel Arteta yet is because there has been incremental improvement that you have seen, and he did give us one trophy, and he's giving us. Here's the one thing that he's given us, and I'm not trying to put this over to Arsenal, but hope. You know what I mean? And that's what's keeping this guy in the job, and it is absolutely killing me. So we're reaching an impasse, right? You're already past the impasse with Ten Hag. Yeah. I think it's jokes, and I really enjoy watching it. And long may it continue. Manchester United have been grade A entertainment this season. I really enjoy it. But if you're talking about, you can't compare the two because you're talking about Arteta, who has had incremental improvement, but now we're coming to a crossroads from an Arsenal perspective that we have to win something. We have to win something now, because the incremental improvement stops the season if we don't win something.
Now,
like so yeah, no, and then we gotta listen to the excuses.
Exactly, man.
After we get second or we get third. You know, I hope we win. Don't get me wrong, but that's the difference. That's all it is. That's the difference.
And that's it. And just to get to, I just want to get to a couple things as well. Big up to Berger again. It's nice one, flawless. I appreciate people that give measured opinions regardless of the club they support. Much respect for you, and also Saeed. Hey, salute to you, Berger, man. Much appreciated. And to Assembled, who says, haven't United had a lot of injury problems? He hasn't had the personnel available to play his formation properly. This is something that gets brought up a lot. Assembled, and I mentioned it here, mentioned it on Lee Gunner's channel, Saeed's channel, Troop Shot, literally everywhere I've been, I have mentioned this because this is an absolute nonsense of an excuse of player injuries. Well, use Manchester City, who at times this season have had who have been criticized, and fairly so. We've all heard, Manchester City are not the same this season. They may not win the league because of that. We're looking at Pep, etc. But they've had John Stones injured, who's arguably their best centre-back. They've had Kevin De Bruyne injured, who's arguably their best best attacking midfielder. They also had Haaland out, who's arguably their best attacker. How come we don't use that excuse for Pep? How come no matter who's missing for Manchester City, we expect them to perform to a certain level? And that is rightfully so. Because guess what? If you are a manager, at times you are going to be without all of your starters. One, whether it's injuries. Two, whether it's suspensions. Or three, you might actually have all your starters, and guess what? They may lose form. So if you are relying on all of your players to be fit for your system to work, you know what that means? The individual quality of said players is bailing you out. Your system is no good. Because we watch Liverpool. Look at all the injuries Liverpool have got. And this is how you lot know I'm not hating, because I'm using the rivals as an example. Liverpool got all them injuries, yet they still perform to a certain standard. You know why? Because Klopp has put a system in place where even if there is a lack of quality and there's a drop-off from their better players, the system is still there to help. What it is with Manchester United players, we rely solely on the individual qualities of our better players. So our Varane, a Martinez, a Casemiro. For example, I'm just using those three examples because I think they're our three best players. And now when you take those players away, or like we've seen with Martinez at the start of the season where he wasn't playing well, Casemiro at the start of the season where he wasn't playing well, this is why we were a shower of shit. This is why we had one of the most embarrassing Champions League exits we've ever seen. This is why we're on 0 goal difference in March. This is why we've got 10 losses before the month of March. What are we talking about here? This is why we're 9th in the home form table in the Premier League. This is why our performances are absolutely awful. This is why we've given up over 100 shots in our last 5 to 6 matches. How much more evidence do you need to see, whether it's eye test or stat test or both, before you go, you know what? This manager is just not it. And it's not all on the manager because the players are not doing the business. But the manager still needs to get more out of said players. Because last season, when Steven Gerrard was at Aston Villa and they was in a relegation battle, no one were praising those players. Emery goes in there, I think signs 1 or 2 players, all of a sudden they're in a race for top 4. Surfer says it all the time, and I hate giving credit to him because it's Surfer, but coaching matters. You know what I'm saying? Coaching matters, and people act like it don't. Of course, you ain't going to win the big honors without top quality. Of course, you're not going to. But when there's a drop-off, like I said, we don't use that excuse for Manchester City and Pep. When they don't do the business, Pep and the players out there receive criticism. All the injuries Klopp has. If Liverpool go and drop points to whoever in their next game, who's receiving criticism? Klopp and, Klopp and his teammates, and his players, and so forth. Same with Arsenal and Artel. TJ and Tony ain't trying to hear, Timber was injured, or Saliba. Some Arsenal fans tried that, Saliba was injured because we lost the league. So I said, your whole system relies on one man. You're not that very good a manager then. If your whole system relies on one individual. The backup's no good.
Say it.
So one man is that detrimental to everything you have going on. You got Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. At the time, Xhaka, who was playing well, Odegaard, Gabriel's still there, but you have one man, and that's it. Show's over. So what happens if Saliba loses form for 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Let's say a month of games. Is your season over then? Because bear in mind, people, just to clarify, every single time Manchester United were in a title race with Sir Alex Ferguson, every single time, without doubt, we lost the league title is because somebody was injured. All the way back from the 90s up until when Fergie retired. Anytime we was in a legit title race, we lost because somebody was injured. And in one of the cases, Cantona was suspended because he kicked the fan. Guess what? Who made excuses for Ferguson? Well, no excuses. Now you failed, do better. You do better. And it was more often than not. It wasn't just one injury, it was multiple. You are managing at the elite level. Manage. Go on. Go on, Tony.
Flawless, man. Flawless it to be. You won't be showing any human empathy, if you don't still believe that because Saliba got injured and it derailed our title shout last season, man. You won't be showing any empathy at all. Of course, I expect you not to show any empathy. You're a Manchester United fan, but we all know that Saliba is a very, very important fabric of our team. If he falls right now, don't let what anyone is hearing in the news trick you. Don't let it fool you. Saliba is is the glue. He's the glue. If that guy falls off this season, man, we might have it will be very difficult for Arsenal to actually keep that back four together. To be very sincere with you, who's going to come in? We didn't bring a central defender in the January transfer window. We didn't do good business in the summer. I've always said that we needed one more central defender. If we don't have him, who's going to come in there? Is it
whose fault is that, though?
Yeah, Kivior is having a good. He's having a good.
That's what I was going to ask. No, Tony. Whose fault is that?
Definitely.
No. Okay. So if that happens, and I don't I don't wish injuries on nobody, just to clarify. I don't wish it. But if Saliba gets injured and Arsenal's title hopes go off a cliff, I'm looking at Arteta and looking at the players. Is one man? If one man is that detrimental to your system is not that good. Your team is not that good. Your manager's not that good. If one player can impact it like that, injuries happen. Deal with it. Because we don't hear this. Haaland, when Haaland was missing for months, where was the empathy? Where was the empathy for Manchester City when Haaland was missing? De Bruyne was missing. They didn't need
empathy because they were safe. They kept winning.
Yeah. Like, where was the empathy for? And even when they was drawing, well, like even when they drew getting
But see, are we gonna sit down here, and act as if when Rodri went out for a couple of games that the level of Man City's game didn't drop? Come on, man. Let's don't act in that way.
No, they did. And guess who got it?
I think they lost a game and they drew a couple of games. Their level dropped. So let's don't act.
They did.
If,
no, Tony. But the thing is,
I hear you when you say there's,
Tony. But when it happened, they got criticized, and rightfully so. Them players should do better. I know I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for me. When Rodri gets injured, I don't hear that. Perform better.
I hear you.
All that talent. You got the GOAT. Arguably the GOAT of in some people's eyes. He definitely sits at that table in my eyes. And we're saying one man is that detrimental that you go to shit. No. Pep manage better. If you're as good as everyone, if you're the GOAT that everyone says, do GOAT things.
Yeah.
That's why I don't hear that. Let's say Rodri, I don't know, again, don't wish injuries on anybody. Let's say Rodri gets injured now from the end of the season. I'm not hearing from any City fan or anybody that City only lost the league because Rodri's injured when you have all that talent and you have a manager in charge. No. And you have Pep in charge. Same with Arsenal. Same with Arsenal and Saliba. Same with, use Klopp and Salah. I'm not hearing that. Manage. I say work around it. One man can't be that detrimental to your team. That's me though. Again, too much sympathy. What? No. Nah. Too much talent.
No.
That means your system's not that good.
But see, it's just. But again, look at Newcastle. At the time, Newcastle had up to nearly 11 players out. Yeah, and it distorted their season. They had to go to Europe. They had to play in the league. They had to play cup games. Why I'm just bringing that empathy thing there. Yeah, is that he doesn't have his complete players. They're injured. It would be grossly ingenuous to just say, hey, Eddie, we blame you. Eddie Howe out. Just like that. That guy had nearly up to 11 players.
No. That's too far. No. It's not manager out.
Almost all season. So, you cannot just say, hey, he's not a good manager, get him out or something like that. But
nobody said get him out.
That's where I'm coming
Tony.
From. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, but nobody said get him out. I didn't say Pep should be sacked. I didn't say that Klopp should be sacked. I didn't say get him out.
So Newcastle fans want him out. No,
that's a whole different thing.
Some Newcastle fans want him out.
I disagree. You know what? Steve's on. Hey, here the thing is though. Steve's on this channel all the time. He's a Newcastle fan. I disagree with him on that. I don't think Eddie Howe should be sacked. I don't think he should be sacked. So I agree with you, Tony. I don't think he should be sacked. I think injuries have to play a factor, number one, and number two, see where is there steady progress. Plus the season is not over, and they're still potentially finish in a European spot.
That's why I was talking about the empathy thing. You just
empathy.
I
think you just look at
11 players out.
Yeah. I don't feel it's not empathy. It's like, all right, still, man. Like, it's just that is extreme. 11 players is different to one.
Yeah.
If Arsenal have 11 players out, of course I'm going to be like, that derailed your season. If you have 11 players out. Same way if City have 11 players out, or Liverpool have or Manchester United have 11 players out. It's like, okay. But one, nah. I'm not hearing it. But before we can as we continue, people, before we continue, I should say, continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. TJ, get your thoughts on this. I know you gotta go very, very shortly. Arteta said Partey should be part of the squad on Monday. He had a session before the last game. Now he's done 2 or 3 sessions and is progressing well. Thoughts on this, Thomas Partey?
Yeah, I'll give my thoughts and then I gotta run because I gotta go. I gotta go to work. I gotta work all night. So big up everybody. Big up Flawless. Big up Tony. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it, people. We have seen him train with the team and then pull. And Tony, I'll put your tin hat on. Pull something, and then you don't see him. He disappears back into the shadow realm, right? So I will believe it when I see it, man. When I see his name on the team sheet, I will believe it. And here's the thing, and I'm glad you brought this up because I hope we don't rush him back. If he truly is in Arteta's favor and he's in Arteta's plans, I hope we don't rush him back because we have a tendency to do that. And then he gets re-injured and then it throws the whole team out of whack. I think the starting 11 right now is doing very, very well. And I think if you try to rush somebody back or rush somebody of perceived quality back from injury who hasn't played since August, it might disrupt some things. So let's pump the brakes a little bit on the excitement. If he is healthy and we think he can do a job, put him in. But I'm not. But I think honestly, like it doesn't bother me either way because the form that we're on in the league right now. I don't think we really, and I've said this before, I don't think we're going to lose in the league until we play City. Like we're free. The starting 11 that we have right now has the potential to carry us through the City. So don't disrupt what's working.
Yeah.
Don't disrupt what's working. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Partey. And Yuri and Timber, same thing. Gabriel Jesus, same thing. I'm glad Gabriel Jesus is back on the bench, but he needs to hold bench until somebody needs to be dropped. The only person that could possibly be dropped at this point, just due to his up and down form, is Martinelli. Put Jesus on the wing. He wasn't performing at 9. So these guys that are coming back from injury, don't rush him back. Yuri and Timber especially. I think that guy's going to absolutely cook at left wing, but let's not ruin him by rushing him back. Yeah.
That's fair.
Exactly. Those are my thoughts on it. And then Flawless, I gotta go, man. I'm sorry.
I know you do. No stress, man. It's all good. No need to apologize, man. You're a working man. It's all good. Before you go, though, just one quick thing, TJ. Yep. Scoreline prediction for Sheffield United Arsenal.
Oh, 4-0. 4-0 Arsenal. We're putting them to the sword.
4-0. Subscribe to TJ's channel. The link is in the title. It's also underneath in the description. It's also on the featured channel page. So hit the subscribe button. Big up to my Don TJ every single time. Go subscribe, people. Go subscribe. Floor is yours. Thoughts on this, Tony? Thomas Partey, back training, is looking promising.
See, man, Thomas Partey. See, I've been telling you guys, this guy, personally, I don't think this guy is injured. Personally, I just think that there's something personal going on down there with Thomas Partey. That guy's been playing. See, that guy's been in training for a long time. I don't know why this guy isn't playing. He will come back this week. They will say he's back. It's all garbage. I just think it's Arsenal PR. There's something going on that under the scenes that we don't know. This is Arsenal PR overdrive. Yeah, that guy's been okay. Cameras have caught this guy training time and time again. Time with that number months ago. You know, that guy's back. But again, Mikel Arteta have finally decided to unleash the dragon. Yeah, come on, man. Years back, there used to be an artist called Cisco, yeah. So I don't know if you were of that era, Flawless, man.
Of course, I remember Cisco funk song. Come on, man. I'm a 90s baby. Of course, I know Cisco. I'm a 90s baby. Of course, man.
Yeah, exactly. When the boys would be in the hood, trying to step out and shit, So, see, yeah, he has finally decided to unleash the dragon. Yeah. So, come on, bro. Thomas Partey, big time quality. Martin Odegaard said something. He's in one of the interviews after a matchup. I think that was 2 weeks ago. He said he prefers Thomas Partey in the game, in the midfield, because Thomas Partey is that reliable person that can just sit back, help him up, to be able to build in a certain way with a certain confidence level. He allows him to just express himself more. Now, that was what Odegaard said. I truly believe in that because Thomas Partey is more better on the ball. He progresses the ball more better. He holds up play more better in the middle of the park. He's that go-to guy when you want to trust someone to just sit back and just shoulder, break up play, like fracture every form of fluidity that any other opposing team has. He's got it. So this guy receives lots of money in this football club. After all, we might lose him by the summer. Why don't we get him to play? So, Mikel Arteta, thanks for unleashing the dragon. Let's see. Bring Thomas Partey straight right back in. That guy hasn't been injured. That guy is not injured. He's okay and fit to play. Let him play on Monday. And again, it's against Sheffield United. I really think we'll pummel these guys. Yeah, they're going to be up for a pounding. So, let's put him down there, get some necessary fitness.
Get up. I'm
telling you, they'll be pounded, man. I'm serious, man. Look at what we're doing to this team. Hey, yo, I just got it. Hey, yo. I just got it right now, man. Yeah, man. That's it.
I said it
Exactly,
twice.
man. Yeah, exactly. You did that twice. Oh my days. Hey, yo. Oh, man, man. Hey, yo, man. So, Thomas Partey, big things, man. Big things. Yeah, he said it twice before I, picked that up. I was so slow picking that up. Yeah. So you have to say it twice, Yeah, man. So see. Oh my days.
Tony out here wilding, yo.
Shout out to the people in the chat.
Yeah, big on the chat, man.
Chic TV. Chic TV will be coming to my channel tomorrow. He'll be making his debut
love that.
on my channel. He will be down there with me.
That.
Yeah, he'll be making his debut on my channel because sometimes I just go to Chic TV and just watch his stuff. He's a great guy, and a very nice person at heart. I really like his person. So, you should be coming to my channel tomorrow. Him and some Arsenal fan will be coming in head to head. We'll be talking about the Manchester City game. That'll be a big one. So, Chic TV, big ups to you. Chic TV supports this channel. Come rain, sun, under the dust and the clouds, after dark. Chic TV is always at Sarcasm TV,
that's my guy. That's family right
down
there.
here, mostly in the charts, man. Big ups to you, Chic TV, man. Yeah, big ups to you, man. Respect to you,
every single time, man. Sheik's my done
really
every single time.
Guy,
you lot, final few questions before we do indeed close out, people. The final few questions. Llewell says, flawless, the players are like spoiled children because the power has shifted to the players. Now they behave like that, and that needs to stop because of Western culture. I don't think it's that, Llewell. The reason why I disagree when people talk about player power is because the manager can take away the power from the player in regards to a manager can drop whoever he wants. We've watched Ten Hag drop everybody. We've watched him drop Rashford before. We've watched him drop Anthony. We've watched him drop Casemiro. We've watched him drop Varane. We've watched him strip Maguire of the captaincy and drop him. We've seen it all. We've seen him. We've seen everybody legit. All of the senior players in the squad not play at some point. So you can take away player power. The manager, Ten Hag, is choosing to play who he wants to play. Anthony, who is his signing? His guy, who he's managed before. It cannot get minutes. So if you can drop him, anybody can be dropped. So I don't think it's that like people talk about player power. It's like, no. The manager chooses who he wants to play and who he doesn't want to play. Now, Junaid, no clubs. You know what I'm saying? No clubs tonight. Yes, Man United at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Yes, for those that don't know, I'll explain it at the end of the show. But yes, you are going to get 2 editions now a week of the Man United podcast. So Tuesday, obviously with the gang, and then Friday with the same gang as well when they can make it. So Ivorian, Dan Sillyman, Rhino, Leon. You will also see Eddie on the Friday edition and the Tuesday edition, and you'll see Sheik as well. I don't know what. Yeah, Steve crazy, man. Steve mad zesty. I don't know what's going on with Strasbourg.
Strasbourg Steve.
Yeah. Steve. Yeah, Paul Steve.
Bro.
He drinking at Malibu,
we don't roll like that down here, man.
Yeah,
we don't roll like that down here, man. Bro, pause, man.
That Malibu is
please, man. That's haram. Haram, bro. Haram.
Crazy to neutral like football fan who says flawless as a United fan, assuming that Ten Hag gets sacked and top 4 is unattainable. Is part of you hoping you finish 9th outside of the Champions League? I genuinely don't think top 4 is unattainable. That's the crazy part. If we had a competent manager and it was a cohesive unit, we're comfortably in the top 4. Look at how bad we've been this season and where we are in the table. Let me just double check that. I double check how many points we are currently now off top 4. 1 second. Hold up.
8 points. You're 8 points off top 4.
So we are 8 points off top 4. 8, and we've had 10 losses.
Bro, you know, I got my stats in my head, bro. I shoot stats like a rotisserie chicken. You know that right now, bro. Come on, man. You're 8 points off the top 4, man.
8 points off top 4. So to answer your question, neutral football fan, we are 8 points off top 4, and we've had 10 losses. We are 9th we might be even lower now, but we were 9th before the Fulham game in the home form table. So if we put together any form of points, I mean, any run of consistency and results, we'd be comfortably in the top 4. But no, I don't want us to finish 9th outside the Europa League. I want the next manager to have the Europa League, One, because it's it's an achievable trophy. It's definitely a trophy you can target and you could potentially win. On top of that, it's a European trophy. On top of that, it's another chance at getting back in the Champions League as well. So I want the next manager to have Europa League. Same way Mourinho had it and won Europa League. Same way Ten Hag last season, I still stand by this, should have won Europa League last season. We were the best team in that competition. I'm still annoyed that we didn't do it. And the way we just threw the game away against Sevilla, but we move. So yeah, in regards to it, no, I want us to finish in the Europa League spots. And if we happen to finish in the Conference League, win that. I'm all about trophies. Win trophies that are available. Is the next manager going to win the Premier League? Highly unlikely. So then you look at the FA Cup and League Cup, which you can win both of those. And then add in the Europa League. I'm all for it. You don't drink before work, all right, Thursday. So you just being that free for no reason.
Flawless, there's a question from AJ. AJ put a question down there for you.
This one, yeah.
Could you pull that up? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Question for Flawless: if you win the FA Cup,
but see, AJ, just before Flawless answers that question,
go on, Tony.
Yeah. See, I don't really think that's the question you should be asking. I think the question you should be asking is, when would you leave the FA Cup? Come on, man. You just scraped through that win against Nottingham Forest. Do you think that team can go all the way to the end and win that trophy? I think that's where the real question lies. But I'll allow my guy Flawless, do honor to that question, man.
Yeah. Question for Flawless: if you win the FA Cup, does that save Ten Hag's job? No, in my opinion, no. And we've seen a manager get sacked after winning the FA Cup. Van Gaal got sacked. The season he won the FA Cup, he was gone. So it's because it's new ownership, well, not new ownership, but because we have new people involved in these decisions. That's what I should say. With new people involved in these decisions, we have no metric to go from. We have no history of them at the club and how they move. However, just naturally, if you are the new owner of something, you want your own manager in. So I think one thing I do agree with Gary Neville, he said this, that the new ownership have made their mind up on Ten Hag. And I think they have. Whether they want to keep him or they want to sack him, I think they've made their mind up. So I don't think the FA Cup saves his job. In an ideal world, that's what I would like to happen. I like him to win the FA Cup and then leave. That's what I want him to do. That's an ideal world. Finish 5th, 6th, win the FA Cup. And
smash and grab. Smash and grab. Oh, my day.
Yeah, like 100%.
Win the FA Cup and leave, man. Oh, my God.
100%. ST says Flawless.
Here, man. It's crazy,
yeah,
bro.
Flawless, big fan, but serious question. When do you sleep, bro? Don't worry, man. I get my sleep in. Do not worry about that. So I appreciate your concern, and I appreciate that you're a big fan as well. But yeah, I get my sleep in, man. I work nights. That's what it is. I've always been a night out. So I don't be waking up till like afternoon. I don't be waking up till like midday, early afternoon types. That's what that is. So man just sleeps. That's what it is, man. You gotta get to work.
Yeah.
Gotta get to work, man. The channel happy grow. That's what it is. For real. I don't know what you talking about, Steve. I feel like timing you out. I'm telling you. See, 2-4 in the same boat. He says I want Poch to win the FA Cup and fuck off too. And he a Chelsea fan. That's where I'm at. Yo, win the FA Cup and then leave. That's what in the ideal world. Do I think it happens? No. But we'll see. Let me see. Right, final few questions, people. Run up the likes as well, man. Hit the like button. How many likes are we on? We are on. All right, we're at 50 likes and there's over 50 people here. 53. Let's get us up to 60 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. It is road to 10K on the channel. Road to 10,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. We're at 9,784. Looking for one more subscriber, people. Get us to 9,785. We're only looking for one more subscriber. There's over 60 people here. I know one of you lot have not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to Tony's channel. Link's in the title. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren's channel as well. Link is also in the title. But yeah, final few questions. And of course, if you super chat, we will get straight to your comment or question as well. But I will start the best questions and get to. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Big up CP as well. And ST said the same thing. He says, you're a great content creator too, Tony Claude. Big up. Yeah, man, love that. For real, for real. For real.
Big ups, man. Thanks. I really appreciate that, ST. Please subscribe to the channel, man, and come show me some love, my brother, man. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks.
And to Warrior Jason's Flawless, is there a Pro Club stream after this? No, there won't be any Pro Club stream tonight because playoffs don't start till Friday. But My manager hit me, and I got to play a game. Pray for me, you lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm gonna struggle. So obviously I used to play 11 aside all the time, but I'm still like in contact with the team because I played with this team for years. And my manager hit me up and was like, "We got a cup game on Saturday. Are you available?" And I said, "Yeah, but I am far from match fit." And he was like, "We're down to a bare 11." So Saturday, I'm out there early morning. So I'm just praying that, yo, man, I just need 20 minutes, man. Like, just give me a quick, like 20 minutes, 15 minutes in the second half, and I'm good. I gotta play any longer than that, I am finished. You know what I'm saying? I am finito because I have not played football in. I can't remember the last
Good luck,
time.
my brother, man. Good luck, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna need it, Tony.
Good
So
luck,
thank you, much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get the win as well. Hopefully we get the win. Big up to Hassan, who says, Hassan Tariq, big up. He says, big up Flawless. Enough love and respect to you. Hey, much feelings mutual. Manchester Derby, would you put Bruno in the false 9 for the game? Absolutely not. No. What would I do going into this game?
No.
I have no idea, but Bruno in the false 9 is horrible. He's not disciplined enough. When you play false 9, you have to be extremely disciplined because the attack, you are so key to the attack. You are so key to the two wingers either side of you getting the ball. You're key to whether it's one midfielder advancing or another midfielder advancing. Well, or whether it's one midfielder advancing or two midfielders advancing, you're key. You're so key to the attack. So, and he's not disciplined enough to play in a false 9, in my opinion. Not only is he not disciplined enough, technically he's not good enough either. I have to be extreme. That's one of the toughest positions to play on a football pitch. Extremely tough. So, no. What would I do going there? Ask me the day before. I have no idea. Ask me on Saturday, Hassan. Because either way, we're screwed. I don't think there's an answer. We don't have an answer. Any front three I can think of is horrible. I don't want to see Bruno as a false 9. I don't want to see Rashford play up top. I don't know. But definitely not Bruno false 9. No. Horrible.
But wait, but again, what's with all this defeatist mentality? Yeah, because I'm hearing Manchester United fans saying, you know what? Yeah, Arsenal is going to come to Old Trafford. Yeah, and we're gonna scuffle their plans for the league. You have chest for Arsenal, but when it comes to Manchester City, your local rivals, yeah. See, if those guys win go ahead and win a trophy this season, yeah, most of the Premiership, that's a 4P. Are you going to risk your local city rivals, yeah, to win a 4P than helping out Arsenal out there, yeah, and beat Manchester City? How about that? Yeah, how about that? Get the cojones and beat these guys up. How about
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Tony. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Tony. Do you believe Manchester United can go there and win? Neither do I.
Bro, you're Manchester United. Come on, man. You're Manchester United. This is a derby, bro. Anything
can happen. Derby hype.
It's a derby. Anything can happen.
Yeah, man. Derby hype. Yeah. Derby hype. Yeah. It's a derby. Yeah.
It's a derby, man. Anything can happen, man.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Anything can happen. Who's scoring for us? I want to know, Tony. Tony, who's scoring the goal for us? Who's scoring for us? Let me know.
Bro, but then what's with all the chest, yeah, with Manchester United fans saying, but what's with the whole chest with Arsenal, with Manchester United fans saying that they would scupper Arsenal's chances of winning the trophy when we come to Old Trafford? And then you don't have it, yeah? You don't have it to kick it up.
So you're not talking about rival. You're talking about Manchester United fans on social media. You're talking about, just to clarify.
Yeah, on social media, not you. Yeah, just to clarify, not just you.
Yeah.
Because many of them are saying, hey, you know what? Yeah, we're going to spoil our chance.
You know why? You know why that is? You know why that is, Tony? Tony, you know why that is? You know why Manchester United fans?
We're not the enemy.
You know why?
We're not the enemy.
Okay, you are definitely the enemy number one. Let's clear that up. Arsenal are definitely the enemy number one. Like, let's just clarify to that. You are definitely an enemy. Don't try that. So you're not an enemy.
Bruv. Come on, man. But come on, man. Not bigger.
Tony, you are at.
Come on, man.
I never said bigger. No. Hold the phone. Never did I say bigger enemy. I just said you are an enemy. Liverpool are also an enemy. Manchester City are also an enemy. You're all enemies. I can't stand any of you.
Yeah.
You are enemies. But however, the point, where was the original point was I making in regards to why Manchester United fans have more chest on social media for Arsenal? You know why? We have more, certain Manchester United fans have more chest for Arsenal than they do Manchester City.
Why?
You know why, Tony? You know why that is? Because you are not Manchester City. You are Arsenal.
Why?
And they are better than you. They are better than you. That's why. They're better than you. What do you think? All right, so let me ask you another question. Let me ask you a question. What's a tougher game on paper? Wait. Let me ask you a question. What's a tougher game on paper for Manchester United? Manchester City away or Arsenal at home?
Arsenal at home, I get that. Of course, I get that. Arsenal at home, I get that. Mm-hmm. But again, these are your local rivals. They're gonna get a 4P.
I'm fully aware they're gonna get a 4P.
There's a chance that they're gonna score your history. There's a chance that they're gonna surpass your history. That you
wait. Hold on. I ain't letting you get away with this. You know who can stop them from getting a 4P? You know who can stop them from getting a 4P, Tony? Arsenal. You play them, beat them.
I can.
Go to the.
I can. I can.
So you go to, are you gonna go to the Etihad and win?
Oh my day, bro! This is shameless.
Are you gonna go to? Are you gonna go to the Etihad and win?
No, bro, this is shameless, man. So you would prefer Man City to get a 4P?
Never said
dunk
that.
on you
Never
guys.
Said
No, many Manchester United. No, you never said that.
I get
that you never said that, but.
Yes, just to clarify.
This Manchester United fans here would rather have Manchester City dunk on you guys than to see Arsenal, a far lesser enemy, to win the league.
You're not a lesser enemy.
You rather want Liverpool, to dunk on you guys, rather than allow Arsenal win that league, bro. It's shameless, man. It's shameless. It's shameless.
No. Tony, you're not a Tony.
Man City,
Tony, you're not a lesser enemy.
Rival.
Tony, you're not a lesser enemy in my opinion. You're not a lesser enemy. You're number 2 on my list. You're number 2. You're the team I hate second most. You're number 2. But every Manchester United fan is different. Everybody's list is different.
Wait, you hate the team or you hate the team? You hate the team or you hate the fans? It's totally a different.
Hey, word to word. No. It's not worth. No.
The fans, like,
it's not. Do I hate the team or do I hate the fans or do I hate the? You know what? In the words of Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, which one is
both, capital B, capital O, capital A, capital F, both. Can't stand your fans, can't stand your club. There we go. Both. What are we talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, are you not entertained?
Both.
Are you not entertained? In the words of, you know,
both. Like, so yeah, just to clarify in regards to it. Yeah, like everybody's different. Like all Manchester, like if you use Saeed as an example, his list will be different to mine in terms of rivals. Mine's Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, Leeds. That's my 4 in that order. But somebody's 4 is going to be different. Depends on where you grew up, age at the time. Like on some Manchester United fans, they still be Chelsea because we've had wars with them. Me, I'm a 90s baby. So Arsenal is always there. I dislike Arsenal more. I can't stand any of you lot, just to clarify. But I dislike Arsenal more than Manchester City. I can't stand City though. Don't get mistaken. But then I dislike Liverpool more than I dislike Arsenal.
I get it.
But it's like here. It's like
Arsenal.
Definitely. It's like Liverpool here.
It's like slight, yeah.
Then Arsenal and then City are just there. Yeah.
Serious. Oh my days. Come on.
Yeah, of course.
But anyway,
plus as well for fans on social media, because you mentioned it, social media. What it is that City don't have no presence on social media like that. You lot are loud. Liverpool are also loud. That's also what it is. Think about it, like in regards to even content creators.
I get that.
There's a few City content creators, whereas Arsenal does nothing. You lot. Imagine you with a league title. Fuck, we don't need that. I have to talk to you every week after winning a league title. I'm saying, see your smiling face after you lot win the Premier League.
If I win that league, man, flawless, man. If I win that league, man, get ready, man. Yeah,
exactly.
Bro,
I know.
Get ready, bro.
I'm not daft.
Get ready,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying?
But no problem, man.
That's it. And look,
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
even as it Grunfist, big up to you. Gwen, if I butchered your name, I apologize. But he says, "Come on, man. Every Manchester United fan growing up and living in that Fergie Wenger era hates Arsenal, and I'm an Arsenal fan. Exactly, and I'm a '90s baby. Like I was born into that. I was born into that era. Like that's all I knew of United and Arsenal was Fergie.
I totally get that.
Yeah, Warrior
totally
Jake.
get that. But you know what? Yeah, no. But see, yeah, this is my logic. Yeah, I would rather prefer Manchester United, yeah, to win the league, yeah, than to see Tottenham win the league. I'd rather eat grass than to see Tottenham win the league. I'm serious. I'm not smiling down here. I'd rather Man United win the league 20 times, in fact 80 times, yeah, in 70 days. I don't care, than to see my local city rivals, Tottenham Hotspur. I don't like those guys. I don't like those people. I don't like their fans. I don't like them. I hate them. I generally love all people, but I don't like Tottenham Hotspurs. I really don't like them.
Who do you dislike more as a club? Wait. Who do you dislike more as a club?
I would prefer Man United to win the league or Liverpool to win the league than to see Tottenham Hotspurs win that league. I'd rather eat grass.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Content creation when Tottenham win the league.
Who do you dislike more?
Stop doing it.
Tony. Who do you dislike more? Spurs or Manchester United?
Spurs all day.
Okay, wait. Manchester United or Chelsea? Who do you dislike more?
Man United.
Okay, so if Manchester United and Chelsea were going for a league title, you'd win. So if Manchester United and Chelsea were going for a league title, you want Chelsea to win the league. That's all it is. It's just hierarchy. That's all.
Well, I don't know, but I just feel like we and Chelsea have that kind of brotherly love going on. See, guys, pause. I'm not talking of the brother love PDD. Yeah, I'm talking of normal stuff. We just had to draw the lines. Yeah, come on, man.
Yo, I'm saying between you and Malibu Steve out here wilding, it is. And to Dodd who's asking about Troops, I'm on Back Again podcast today, 1:30 p.m. UK time. Troops TV, shout out to Troops, big up Lewis, shout out to the fraud Hassam as well. But yeah, love to everyone who has locked in. Continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Tony, before we let you go, score line prediction, my friend. Sheffield United versus Arsenal, Monday night, under the lights in Yorkshire. Talk to us.
Oh my days. See, man, flawless, man. It was good that you just had to put that under the lights down there, man. Come on, bro.
Well, it's under the
see,
lights.
These guys are gonna see. They're gonna get. See, guys, yeah. No homo. These guys are gonna get pounded. Yeah. See, in 12 games. Yeah, these guys have won only twice. Yo. See, guys, I don't know which other word, because a massacre is even less than what I think. These guys are gonna get. See, they're gonna get dismantled. It's like,
there you go. Use dismantled.
Bro, they're gonna be blown out of the stratosphere. No, I'm serious. Yeah, dismantled. Yeah, exactly. Flawless hates that word clearly, bro. See, man. We're gonna destroy these guys. Yeah, see, because I don't see any silver lining. There's no shining armor. There's no light at the end of the tunnel for these guys. Yeah, in 12 games, these guys have only won twice, and the last game they won was against a poor Luton team. So these guys are in for a smashing. Yeah, and again, see, this game will get us to actually kind of like rest our main players, because this Sheffield United, it's a home game. We'll just chill, play under the lights, relaxed environment. We could just keep our main players for that Brentford game, and just Just play the guys that's coming back. For instance, Thomas Partey, I want to see him have a cameo in that. See, let's even start him. This Sheffield United, it's not a big opposition. So I want to see Thomas Partey start that game. Gabriel Jesus was already back already, like since the last game. So I want to see him play in this game. How about that? Give Bukayo Saka a kind of a rest in a way. Yeah. Of course, Kai Havertz can play because he's a physical kind of guy. You know, he's not really that kind of guy that easily gets injured. You know, he needs no rest. You know, could still put him up front, no problem. Declan Rice can have a little bit of a rest because Thomas Partey is down there. We could use Jorginho down there. My back four, you know, probably Saliba should still play. I should think we should maintain that defensive discipline, you know, because right now, instead of conceding goals, I will prefer for us to go with the normal back four we're having right now because in the grand scheme of things, the goal difference Arsenal is having right now, it's something good. I don't want to slip from that. Right now, we're leading Liverpool. We're at least +1 in terms of the goal difference. Very, very important that we don't concede, and we need to smash this lot. And you know what? Yeah, it's not far from reality. Yeah, because look at what we did to Liverpool. Look at what we did to Newcastle. Look at what we did to West Ham away from home. Look at what we did to Burnley away from home. Come on, man. You know, so see, it's gonna be a beating, man, a drubbing at the Emirates, man. You know, I know Flawless. You know, he doesn't like me saying these things. You know, this man, them, yeah, they don't like us running our mouths. You know, but you know, we'll run our mouths at this time. You know, for the time being, Arsenal is playing well. You know, we're beating and smashing these teams for fun, cumulating these guys, yeah. And you know what? See, yeah, we're beating them with big numbers, huge numbers. In 6 games, see, Flawless. I don't know how anyone is taking this. In 6 games, we've scored nearly up to 25 goals. That make sense. This is a team that many people were saying we don't have a striker. Come on, man. I'm waxing lyrical because that's the state of things right now. Yes. We're mauling these teams. And you know what? Yeah, in 3 games, we scored 15 goals. That make sense. Arsenal have scored at least or half of what Manchester United have actually put up the whole season, only from the month of February. See, guys, pause. Let that make sense. We've scored as much as Manchester United have actually put in the back of the net this season.
It's half.
In February.
It's half what we moved. Yeah, it's half. You scored half. You scored half. Hey. You scored half.
I put half. I put half. Yeah, I put half. Yeah, that's what I said. Come on, bro. I said half. Come on, man. See, we've scored,
hey, Tony. Scoreline prediction, my friend. Hey, Tony, scoreline prediction. What's your scoreline prediction? Joke.
He doesn't want me to waffle about Arsenal. Oh my days.
I don't. I ask for a scoreline prediction.
No, brother. You know, brother, I don't want to sound all squeaky, you know. But you know what? In the grand scheme of things, it's cool you're doing this. I know it's cool. It's cool you're doing this. No problemo. You know what? Yeah, I want to win this league, Flawless, and I want to put it right in your face. You know, I'll be with the Arsenal shirt, you know, my best player on the back, and just rub it all over your face. But you know what? Yeah, see, 5-0.
Hey, pause, man.
5-0 to the
Pause, yo. Tony, hella excited. Pause.
Oh
hey,
my
yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, see, guys, you know, I'm just, you know, trying to, you know, make one or two things.
What's the scoreline prediction, my friend? What's the scoreline prediction?
5-0. I already said 5-0. It. 5-0. I said it.
Okay,
I said it already. 5-0.
5-0. All right. Yeah, big up, Ever. That is top 10. I see you lot in the chat. Steve, I need to do the month of March.
Big
so
ups,
not this weekend. Not this weekend, but I'll have a look during the month of March, and we'll do a watch along on your channel for a European game in another league, 100%. So, but this weekend I can't, but I'm definitely looking to we'll sort it out. But I've not done my schedule for the month of March. I need to write it. I'll probably do it tonight actually. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. Because for those that don't know, I got that. Write it down. Have it on a sheet of paper. Like, have I got February here? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. Well, that's only one. Oh, here it is. Yeah, people. Always prepared. See, look. This was the month of February. See? Boom. February schedule 1 of 2. Yeah, man. And then look. That's 2 of 2. Hold up. You lot see it? So I need to do this for March. So I'll have a look. I'll definitely let you know. And big up to you, Sheik, who says, "Oh, flawless putting on the boots." Yeah, man, I'm late. I need to find my boots actually. I'll probably have to clean them. I don't know. Man says, "Channel your inner Kobe Maino flawless." I am not that guy. ST says, "Flawless don't be moving like Anthony. Be more like Mikhail Saka." One, I'm a DM. Two, I'm just not very good at football. So here we are. I'm bang average. Flawless looking up to your match comp. There will be no match comp. I'm telling you like this now. There'll be zero footage of this. You might get a picture. We ain't getting no actual footage. I've not played football in months. Are you crazy? Nah. It's crazy. Hey, Steve, you started this ish. But anyways, Tony, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. See you guys. Yeah. See, number one, you, the people that come here to watch. Yeah. See, I'm always so grateful to you guys. Yeah. To just come around down here. Yeah. And just show love. Mostly to this show. Big ups to you guys. You guys are the real heroes. And thanks for joining us. Thanks for your comments and thanks for everything. See you guys. You could actually find me on Tony Cloud Gunner TV. I run an Arsenal fan channel. Many other fans, rival fans are welcome to my channel, come show me some love. I'm on the road to 4K, but, I'll really need help from you guys to get me over the line. So please go down to my channel, subscribe to me at Tony Cloud Gunner TV. What you're seeing on the screen, that's how it is on YouTube. Come show me some love, come down to my shows, come help a brother out, and those of you who are Manchester United fans down here, see, you know what? Yeah, I'll be a Manchester United fan on Sunday. How about that? Because I really want you guys to do something for us on Sunday. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. So, and of course, to you, Flawless Man. See, Flawless Man, big ups to you, my brother, man. It's nice to always come out here and do these shows with you. I know, of course, you're a man of the people. Definitely, I know lots of Arsenal fans that you could do this show with. Definitely, but thanks for seeing something in me and trying to help a brother out at the end of the day. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to come and to be a family member on this channel, man. I really do appreciate that. Thanks, my brother, man. And big ups to everyone who was down here. Shout out to Sheik TV. I have Sheik TV making his debut on my channel tomorrow. See, it's gonna be cracking. Yeah, just come around because I like that Sheik guy. Yeah, and that's because of his pure footballing knowledge. Yeah, see, man is laughing down there. Man is laughing down there. No problems, man. Join me, yeah, and Sheik tomorrow with the real podcast tomorrow on my channel. Yeah, so just join us up tomorrow. Shout out to Strasbourg Steve, who's also down here. Is a big collaborator of my channel on my channel. I do lots of stuff with him. Big ups to you, Steve, and big ups to every other person who was down here. And TJ Warren, not forgetting you, man. Big ups to you, man. Have a lovely day at work. Flawless, man. Big up to you and God bless you.
Yeah, man. Love every time. That's why you're here, Tony. Like I said, because you're a quality content creator. I don't look at numbers or subscribers or anything like that. I'm looking at, are you a good content creator? And that's what it is. So you make sure you subscribe to Tony's channel, get him over 4K. I believe TJ's on the road to 1K, so he's going to get there expeditiously and road to 10K here. So support everyone you do indeed see here. Don't forget, people, we are available on all audio platforms. So you see all the shows that you see on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, apart from watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, wherever you get your podcasts, wherever you listen to music, if there's a podcast section, Sarcasm City TV will be there, people. So make sure on Spotify you hit us with the follow. 5 stars, Spotify, Sarcasm City TV, iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you do the same. All you iPhone users, 5 stars to leave us a review. Same with SoundCloud, hit us with the follow. No Junaid. Actually, yeah, any of us, there's no streams after this, but in regards to today, we don't stop, people. So first and foremost, 1:30 p.m. I'll be on Troops' channel, the Back Again podcast. So that's literally like just 12 hours from now, pretty much. 1:30 p.m. UK time, Troops TV, Back Again podcast. Shout out to Troops Lewis and Hassam. Then we're back here for the Man United podcast, which we are now doing twice a week, people. So you get the Man United podcast on Tuesday, you will now get it on Friday. So remain on Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. and you'll see everyone who's on there on the Friday edition, as well as Sheik as well. So that's 5 p.m. UK time, where we're discussing all things in the Manchester derby. Then 7 p.m. on the Twitch. The Formula One season is back. So F1 Grid Free podcast, Victor and Fats holding it down on the Twitch, people. Formula One preview, Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari. Can anyone stop Red Bull? So they'll be discussing that on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. So download the app because you get loads of content over there. Formula One content, you get NBA content, you get non-Manchester United Premier League watch-alongs over there, you get Champions League watch-alongs over there, non-Manchester United FA Cup ties over there, plus more over on the Twitch. Then following that, we're back here 10:30 p.m. for the Man United Analysis at Anfield podcast. So the Manchester United Liverpool show, where I'll be joined by the Liverpooler, discussing all things Liverpool, discussing all things Manchester United. But all of these things I just mentioned are on the upcoming live stream schedule anyway, people. And the weekend, of course, you know we're stacked on the weekend. We start 3 p.m. on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, Brentford versus Chelsea, people, 3 p.m. Then following that, we're back here on the YouTube, 10:30 p.m. to discuss all the games we just seen and preview all the Premier League Sunday games, Premier League podcast Yardman edition with Lex and Kaneki. Then following that, midnight, people, expeditiously. Following that, immediately, people, the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show, Man United podcast, Ballers at the Bridge, talking at Tottenham Talk, myself, Surfer, and Jez, talking all things Manchester United, talking all things Chelsea, all things Tottenham Hotspur. And unfortunately, Sunday, people, no, I tell a lie. Wait, I need to get Sunday, people, the Manchester Derby. That's what we'll be doing. The Manchester Derby watch along. We will be here, 3 p.m. start, unfortunately, Manchester City versus Manchester United. Then following that, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A at 11 p.m. We'll be answering all of your sporting questions, people. And that is the weekend right there. I don't believe there's anything I forgot. Maybe I didn't. That was all off the top of the head anyway, people. But we move. I believe. Let me know who's live before we close out, people. Let me know who's live before we indeed close out. Because I believe Hassam's still live. So if that's the case, we'll redirect to him. Just put Sarcasm City Raid in capital letters. I'll say it 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, he is still live, so we'll redirect to Sam. Because he seems that. Oh, no one's live. You're saying he's live on mine. Yeah, all right. I said you lot to back again.
No one is live.
No one's live. Yeah, I just seen him say that. It's about to end. All right, then I just said you lot to back again. That's what I do. Said you lot to back again. Hold up. That's what I will indeed do. But again, all audio, everything I mentioned, all the links are underneath in the description. And get over to the playback as well for all NBA watch-alongs, people. Get over to the playback. You know what? I'm gonna send you lot to the
Flawless. When do I get featured on your channel, man? Bro, I need to get my channel featured on your channel, man. At least under the list of your channels where you have other people's.
Oh, you're not underneath in the description. I'll add it after the show. I'll add it after the show.
There,
after the show,
bro,
I thought you was there. My bad. I thought you was there. My apologies. I legit thought you was there. I'll pattern it afterwards. I'm
looking at the family and I'm like, oh man, I'm not even in the family again. What's happening, bro?
Nah, I got you, man. I got you. I'll add you after. I'll add you after. 100%. I got you. But anyways, love to everyone that has locked in. And just to clarify as well with me playing ball, 1 second, because you lot made a couple of comments as well in regards to that. No, you ain't getting no comps. There'll be no comps. I know to Berger who says, am I at Huff End? No, I can't stand playing at Huff End. Them pitches are awful. Absolutely awful. But anyways, love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Manchester United Arsenal show. Man United podcast meets the Gonna Talk from Arsenal podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.